Major League Baseball trade deadline is here. The Texas Rangers are winning so far. By the time I post this, who knows what has happened. We got about 5 hours left until the deadline is here. Let's talk about it and my wish list for my Texas Rangers right now. My name is Jeff Bates. This is the Texas Clubhouse. We talk about Texas Rangers baseball and other baseball too. The trading deadline has been a blast as a Texas Rangers fan so far. Are you having fun? I'm having fun. Mad Max throws Thursday day game. I don't think I can go. I might go. I don't know how I'm going to make it work. I'd love to go see him. But the Rangers have some needs. Jonah Heim out 3 weeks or the rest of the year. Corey Seager might be coming back, but this is the second long stint on the DL. Do we have a DH? Not really. I like our left fielder in Jankowski. I do, but a left fielder / DH would be nice on the wish list. Do we need any more starting pitchers? No. Do we need any more relief pitchers? Yes, especially a righty. I've got a wish list. I got 8 names for those 4 spots on my wish list. Let's talk about it. Let's go. All right, we're going to start with relief pitcher because that's where I think we need the most. And if you're a left-handed relief pitcher, I've skipped on you. Okay, we got Will Smith, we got Adolis Chapman. I'm fine there. Okay, and they're pretty expensive. Why would you need a third? I mean, we just traded away Taylor Hearn, who got traded again. We don't need a lefty. We need right-handed arms in the bullpen. And my wish list starts. I want it to end, but it doesn't end. My wish list starts in Pittsburgh with David Bednar. Will they trade him? I don't know. I think they probably should because they're not going anywhere. He's filthy. He'd be my first choice. He might be expensive, but we can talk at the end about who I think we might deal. There's plenty of people to deal if you're a Rangers fan. But David Bednar, I would pay a lot for. I like him a lot. He's the closer in Pittsburgh. Number 2, Kenyon Middleton, right-handed arm in Chicago for the White Sox. He's been good this year. I like him. I've wanted him for a while. We just made a deal with them, or they've been dealing like crazy. Let's get some more. Number 3, Kyle Finnegan. He's on the Nationals right now. ERA of 3.00, whip of 1.18, I think it was. Yeah. I would love to have him over in our pen. Those are my 3 big names. Now, there's other relievers that have been talked about. Scott Barlow, who I talked about on this channel, wanting his ERA, and he's walking too many people. It's too high. Jose Cisneros is a chance. Whatever. I'm not going to give you the whole list. Those are my 3 I want. Bednar, Middleton, and Finnegan. Those are the relievers that I want to aim for. Now at DH, there's a bunch of names that I don't want. Teoscar Hernandez, Tommy Pham, I've never liked him. He tried to beat up Jock Peterson in center field over some fantasy baseball, so I'm out on him. Andrew Vaughn has been a name that's been bandied about out there. Maybe Lane Thomas. I think the Nationals want too much for him. He's good, but for me, the 2 outfield / DH guys that I would target that I want are Adam Duvall. I wanted him as our left fielder. When we went out and got Robbie Grossman, spring training, I did a video about who I wanted. It was Adam Duvall. He went out on fire this year for Red Sox, right? Then he got hurt. Now he's back. He's been a rental before. He's helped the Braves get to a pennant before. I love this guy. I want this guy. He's my number 1 choice. Really, for Bednar and Duvall would be my number 1 and number 2 choices for on my wish list. I love him. I've wanted him. He would fit well. I also think Dylan Carlson is a play. Cardinals 4th outfielder. He was the number 1. No, I'm not. Sorry. I'm sorry. He was number 8. Let me look. I don't want to lie to you. He was number something high. 9. He was the number 9 prospect at the beginning of 2021 in all of Major League Baseball. And now he's the 4th outfielder in St. Louis. And they're selling. I would pay a lot for this kid. I like him. Is he a superstar? No, but I would probably pay more than most teams would for him. I really think that's a diamond in the rough, they say. So for the DH / outfield, Duvall number 1, Carlson number 2. Other names we talked about: Teoscar Hernandez, Pham, Eloy Jimenez, Andrew Vaughn, Lane Thomas, maybe, but I don't think so. But not my top 2 people. For me, it's Duvall and Carlson. Now let's talk about catcher. I love Jonah Heim, all-star, best catcher in the league right now, but he's hurt. Will he play the rest of the year? I don't know. Now, I love Mitch Garver. I'm a big Mitch Garver fan. Former Silver Slugger at the position, handles the behind the plate pretty darn well. I even like our prospect kid, the backup right now. Big power, swings at everything. I'm not excited about him defensively for the stretch run or in the playoffs. And I want Mitch Garver playing 7 days a week, man. We need to have him starting 3 and 4 games a week, not 5 and 6 games a week. So for me, I'd take a look at the catchers. Now, there's not a lot out there. The name that everybody's talking about is Yasmani Grandal. At the end of a big multi-million-dollar 4-year contract, he's not the player he used to be. I would take him if it was close to free. I don't think I would give up anything for him. The other name that I don't see anybody talking about that I would talk about is Austin Hedges. Used to be with the Padres for years. What is he with the Guardians now? he is not a big name. He is not good offensively, but he's really good behind the plate. Now, let me be real. I have not looked at the defensive metrics before I made this video. I don't know how he's doing defensively this year, but I assume from his pedigree, from his career, he's still an elite behind the backstop guy. I'd rather have him be our backup. This is not a guy to get 40 at-bats in a week. This is a guy to get a start on a day game after a night game to give Garver a blow, especially if Heim's gone. That's what I think. Sam Huff, our backup right now, might be big time long term. I like him as a prospect. I just don't want him being our backup catcher right now. And last but not least, there's not a lot of shortstops out there. And I would like a shortstop. So what do? You look at who's out there. Seager needs to be our shortstop. We don't go anywhere without Seager in the middle of our lineup, bopping the ball into the right center field gap and playing that awesome, underrated, so good, so steady shortstop that he does. If he's gone, we're dead. But if he's back, I'd like to have somebody to give him a blow. And right now, that Zeke Duran, that's Josh Smith. I really love Zeke. I love him, but not defensively at short. I don't like him at short. I just don't. And Josh Smith has been below average at short also. So for me, Paul DeJong might make a lot of sense. He's with the Cardinals. He's not going anywhere after this year. Is he great? No, not really. He's going to be a 230, a 240 hitter. He's going to bop a couple bombs for you, but he'd be a solid backup. So those are my names. David Bednar, Kenyon Middleton, Kyle Finnegan, Adam Duvall and Dylan Carlson, Austin Hedges and Grandal, and Paul DeJong. What say you? Do you know these names? Do you like these names? Do you want these names? Am I insane? Are you just annoyed that I didn't talk about Shohei Ohtani and Justin Verlander? We don't need starters. The starters are really the starter I would go after right now is Rodriguez in Detroit anyway. Dylan Cease. So the starters, Eduardo Rodriguez, I think he goes to the Giants or the Dodgers if he gets traded. Verlander, I don't think he gets traded if he does, Padres or the Giants, or where I think he might go. Flaherty's a big name. I think he probably gets traded today. I don't know where he's going to go. Dylan Cease, I would pay a lot for Dylan Cease. But we don't need starters, guys. Mitch Keller, I would love Mitch Keller. Maybe he comes over in the Bernard trade, but why would they trade him? I don't understand that. Those would be the big names. Who we would trade. Look, if we wanted to make a big trade, Jack Leiter, Barack Porter, Cole Winn, all would bring back a lot. Those are starting pitchers for us in our prospect list. Also, Justin Foscue, he plays second base. Where is he going to play for the Rangers? I think these are pieces that get traded today in a huge trade, or more likely in a possible big trade in the off season. I would flip Foscue today because there's no place where he's a good ball player. He's going to be a good major leaguer. But I don't see where he plays for us, the Rangers. So I would use him as the chip, and I'd see who's the best player we could get out of Bednar, Middleton, Duvall, Carlson. That's all. So anyway, what say you? Let me know what you think of this video, of these ideas. Who's on your list? Are you one of those people who just give me Shohei, give me Justin Verlander? That's not going to happen. All right, thanks for watching. Have the best day ever. Probably will do a preview video of the upcoming home series against the White Sox here later today. If you're new to the channel, thanks so much for here to the end. You're kind of my kind of people. I'm going to go now. See you later. Wait, before you go, Paul DeJong, all that stuff I said about shortstop, never mind. He just got traded to the Blue Jays.